Okay, so we back
We
here on
back.
Bible Study in the Hood, y'all, live and Talk of the Street Entertainment Network at Unitary Studios, baby.
Right. So we back, and we was
Yes.
talking about the N.F.A.C, the group that marched on
Before we get to that, though, let me
Mountain
read them the
Georgia.
verse of the day.
Okay, let's do
Okay?
that.
All right, so the verse of today comes from Hebrews 12:14. Okay?
12:14.
Come on. I knew he was going to do that to them.
12 plus 14 is 26.
Listen, Hebrews 12:14, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation. It says, work at living in peace with everyone and work at living a holy life, for those who are not holy will not see the Lord. I'm going to read that again. It says, Hebrews 12:14 says, work at living in peace with everyone and work at living a holy life, for those who are not holy will not see the Lord. Okay? How you feel about that, King Shaw?
I understand that the nearest place that you could meet the Lord is in your heart.
Come on.
Right?
You are God.
So, right. But if you have hatred in your heart, you'll never see the God in your heart.
Come on.
That's what that means.
Come on.
Right? Peace, if you're truly anchored in peace, nobody can uproot you from that peace.
That's right.
Right.
They may shake you a little bit, but they ain't gonna.
They might shake you a
Yeah.
little bit, and you human.
Yeah.
You can think about some things, but you don't have to act upon them.
That's
right?
right.
So we talking about a peace that transcends, right, all struggles, right? And then, like we were talking about earlier, you gotta have a peace sometimes
Yep.
to have some peace.
Come on.
Right. So a show of strength will preserve the what? The peace.
That's right.
All right?
Hey,
Right.
it's the verse of the day, y'all.
That's
Listen.
the verse of the day.
Listen. Back to the news of the night. So the lesson is we talking about the NRA and the NFC.
And the N.F.A.C.
N.F.A.C.
Right, that was the march that the guy did on Stone Mountain,
That's
Georgia.
right. You saw it all over social media. They got
Everywhere.
on black and
Right.
sawed-offs and all
Right,
that
right.
machinery, artillery.
Right. And he was talking strong.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things he said was to the people that was out there, if you don't know how to shoot, get out the way.
Yeah.
You know, because marching up there, you know, it could have went,
Yeah.
like I said.
Yeah, it could have went way low.
Right. So you marched up the road.
Oh, man, that was a sacrifice.
They took bravery to do that.
Yeah, word.
And so that's why I say sometimes you don't criticize the people who did something that you might have wanted to do, but you ain't have the courage to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want them to like have a little more understanding of the terrain before you go there. Try to survey the area before you march into there.
That's right.
Have a contingency plan just in case something happened up at the headquarters and y'all had to go back down that road.
Yep.
And it could have been people laying in ambush for you.
That's right.
Right? So these things must be thought out,
Woo!
but they must be done.
Woo! Woo! That's
what
for
I'm talking
real.
about.
That's for real.
That's what I'm talking about. They must be done.
Word.
Because, you know, David, the shepherd boy, he had to confront a giant, not run from a giant. See, we don't run from the fight, we run to it.
That's right.
Right? So in your area, you know what I'm saying, I think that some of the young men and some of the men of your church and even in your community, y'all need to start a gun club.
Yeah.
And teach gun safety and real gun ownership. Take your young men and your young girls out to the shooting range and teach them how to operate a gun safely.
Yeah.
A lot of times, accidental gun shootings is done because people don't understand what? Gun ownership and gun safety.
Use it. That's right.
Right? My people perish for the lack of what? Knowing. So know the reason for having a gun. It's for hunting and it's for self-defense. All right? You have a right to bear arms. It's in the Constitution. Right? The Constitution gives you a right to a peaceful assembly. The Constitution gives you a right to bear arms. The Constitution gives you a right to overthrow a tyrannical government if that government lose sight of those constitutional principles. And today we see that the present administration, the Trump administration, has definitely blurred the lines of what's written in that Constitution. And we don't know which way it goes. We don't know how it would go. So I understand that much. I understand the reason for that much. And I understand the reason for presenting that. But let's be more alert, right, about our surroundings and how we do a thing. And let's go through the scenarios of how this thing could go wrong or how it can go right. And keep it up. Keep marching, right? Because our women, our nieces, our wives,